Okay, Roger, thanks for talking to us. You've been in Cincinnati a few days now. How are you adjusting to the conditions, having played sort of 6 weeks on grass?
It's been a good adjustment, tough I must say, because if I look back at the last years now coming into the North American hardcourt season, I usually came off 10-day vacation, 2-3 week preparation on hardcourts, and then you're ready to fire away, you know. But this year it's not been that way. It's been rest after Wimbledon, preparing again on grass, playing the Olympic Games. Now coming here was a quick turnaround of 3 days at home and showing up in Cincy and having 3-day preparation for a big stretch of tournaments again now on the hard courts for, 6 months or so. So it's a very different preparation, but I do feel pretty good because, I mean, it's not worlds away, grass from the hard courts, but it is a change, and obviously I hope I can start off the tournament well with my first round match, and that's the big focus right now, getting ready for that match.
And Cincinnati's been one of your best tournaments over the years. Why is that?
I don't know, because I've played very poorly as well in the past over here, so it's not always only been the best hunting ground for me, but once I did get on track and start to play well, I played extremely well, so I hope same things can happen again to me this year. Obviously it's going to be hard because Djokovic coming with his confidence. Murray just won the Olympic gold, so he's going to be confident too. Pity that Rafa's missing, obviously, because he's always a great asset for the tournaments, but I got to really focus on myself right now to get my game in check and hopefully play well. But it's been a nice place for me to come to. It's great fans always. You can really focus on tennis, and I enjoy it here, so I guess that's one of the reasons as well I've played so well here over the years.
All roads lead to the US Open at the moment. Is this one of your favourite parts of the season?
Yeah, look, I really enjoy the tour as a whole. I don't have favourite places necessarily. I really take out the positives out of every event. Here it is the laid back atmosphere for me. You have those incredible tennis lovers that come from all around the area of Cincinnati that drive to this place and sometimes also fly in and make this tournament as special as it can be. But it is true, obviously I've always played extremely well through Wimbledon, US Open period, and there's no denying that I don't like this season right here.
Sure. Going on to Wimbledon, obviously you've won 16 Grand Slams before that, but what was this one like, the feeling, the sort of the emotions of it?
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. I mean, it was unbelievable. I couldn't believe that was again so much on the line in our Wimbledon finals. I was going for my 7th title there, 17th Grand Slam, getting back to world number one thing I've worked so hard for the last year or so. So then to get it under the circumstance, playing a Brit in the final was just incredible. So I couldn't be more happy right now, and not be more motivated and excited that I'm playing so well. I'm back to world number one, and that I have a chance to win so many tournaments still at my age. It's great, and I feel very good physically, better than I have in a long time. I just have to put in a lot of work that it does stay that way. But looking back, Wimbledon was just absolutely amazing, and I had a great vacation after that, because then obviously there was also the breaking of the record of the most weeks at world number one. So there were so many things to celebrate as of late that it's been a great last few months.
Yes, that's the next question. Actually, the Sampras record. I mean, that must have been really special. And I know you said at the start of the year that was your target, but given you've had some tough losses in slams and you had some injury problems with your back, did you ever sort of doubt that you could come back to number one?
Not really doubt, but I knew it could be very difficult. Particularly, the more I saw Novak winning, the more unlikely it was going to be. And then, particularly after I won the French Open semis, I was like, okay, this was maybe a match I really should have won for world number one. And then looking back, things happen so quickly that he actually, he doesn't defend Wimbledon. I get Wimbledon, and then there's such a shift in points that I think I've won 8 titles in the last 12 months or so, that all of a sudden you're back to world number one by a hair. And so, I mean, obviously, I guess it was lucky at times. It was maybe somewhere a quarterfinal where I got criticized for not playing so well in that tournament. Maybe that's what got me to world number one. So it was really just the dedication and the sacrifice I've put in to get back there. So I honestly never stopped believing. I knew it was possible, but I knew it was going to take me a big victory, and that's what I got at Wimbledon. So I do believe I deserve it.
And what keeps you motivated? I mean, you've achieved your goal of being number one. You've won another Grand Slam. You know, what next for you? It's like this.
Well, now it's important to maintain a good level of play for the remainder of the season. You know, it's important to enjoy yourself, not get injured. If number one would have been my absolute number one priority right now to keep, that would have gone to Toronto. But I look at the big picture. I just want to be well prepared for now Cincinnati, or as good as I can be prepared, and then also for the US Open, and then the season doesn't end for me there. So it's still a long road till the end of the year, but it's important to just see the whole you know, situation as a whole for the next 6 months, 12 months, and that's kind of how I plan my year, so I don't get burned out when I don't want to be burned out. And so I think it's the right decision for me to take. I'm in a different place right now than all the other players, and I got to make sure at times I do pace myself.